Evening all, welcome to Kicking Dust. Right, it's a little bit heavy, a little bit of scouting today, so that's the plan. Oh, what should we talk about? Well, there's lots kind of going on at the moment, and I think what I wanted to talk today about is something that I think maybe is quite worth saying because let me explain. Recently I've obviously been a little bit negative about the game. Doesn't mean I hate it, doesn't mean I'm not going to play it. It just means that I'm kind of a bit, disappointed at a few of the things that are going on. I'm sure there's a great reason for this. As the CPM seem to continually tell me, apparently there's a very good reason for this. I'm not sure I agree, but I think if usually when good things are coming, people say, here you go, here's a little sneak, here's a peek of what's coming. I think actually this is not necessarily a good thing that's coming. I think maybe it'll be dressed up as a good thing that's coming, but maybe not. Who knows? By the time this video is out, it's probably all announced. I'm probably way behind. And just a note on that, this was filmed, what date is it today? 22nd of February. So maybe I should start talking about that. I always film kind of a week in behind now, so I'm always kind of trying to put stuff forward. Anyway, so just bear that in mind in case some great big announcements come out, and let's just react to that very quickly now. Let's say it's amazing it's going to be on PS4, isn't it? That's amazing. Okay, let's go for this one. Oh, it's a shame they're switching the game off. Oh, it's a shame. Let's go for the third one. Oh, it's such a shame that... No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do it anymore. I think it's not... I'm sure it's nothing stupid. I think it's really just the reaffirmation of the game, where it's going, the kind of exciting things that are coming, etc. So... who knows what's going on. But my negativity isn't necessarily towards the development, the game, or anything like that, or even CCP. There's no real negativity there. I think it's just a frustration that certain sort of play styles have really emerged to be kind of prevalent now. And I think it's also... I'm just getting a bit kind of, I don't know, surprised at how some people in this game, players that is, are just so like fanboying it up for CCP and the game as well. So I don't know, difficult topic, but I've been thinking about this recently with the whole CPM elections coming. Firstly, again, we need to revisit, is the CPM going to be worth while? I mean, that's going to be quite a key one, because and I do still stick by my comment that CPM1 didn't really have the support it needed to be more effective. And I'm going to sort of angle this slightly differently. Don't worry, I'm not going there again. I'm going to angle this slightly differently, that a lot of the people who maybe want to be CPM are usually people who are very into the game, like very, very into the game. And you're probably thinking, what, like you, Pyrex? Well, no, actually, because I'm not into this game as much as perhaps it maybe appears. Yeah, I do videos for it, but that doesn't mean anything. This is something that I find surprising, is that people value my opinion. No, don't value my opinion. I am just a person who happens to have a really weird hobby, that is, he records his gaming footage, talks over it, and puts it onto the to the internet for God knows who to listen to. I love you all, by the way, but you see, this is it. It doesn't mean I have a platform. It doesn't mean I'm important. It doesn't mean I have validity in anything I say. So let me just come up with something wild. Dust 514 was created as an international plot to spy on North Korea. There you go. That's actually the purpose of this game. It's total horseshit. It doesn't mean anything, but this is the thing. Some people will actually think that that's true, and this stems from a very odd human piece of behavior, which is that if you hear it written in print, or if you see it published on TV or something like that, then it has to be true, because you put trust in these people that it's true. And YouTube and in the internet in general are nothing like that. Okay, so let's just clear that one up to begin with. I think secondly as well, I just get disappointed at the way that some people really just have no spine, no balls, and it's a miracle that they can even walk down the road without concertinaing. Do you know what I mean? Because there are some people in this game who will, CCP turn around to you and say, right, you're all painted pink and red, and you've got little pretty bows on you now. Go on, deal with it. People will be like, oh my god, such a great design decision, oh, it's so clever, go CCP, yay! And it's just sycophantic. It's disgusting. If you go and buy a BMW, or I don't know, if you go to a restaurant, your service or your product, you have a right to judge that service or product. You yourself, you listening to this right now, your opinion is valid as anybody's. And if you think this service stroke product is crap or problematic or got issues, then you're more within your rights to say, I don't really like this, and this is why. But what is really difficult, there are so many people in this game at the moment that Imagine you're in a restaurant and you're given a bowl of soup and it's got an eyelash in it. Would you complain? There are, I think, half the people who play this game, and half who are probably running for CPM, I might add, are the kind of people that would just smile at the waiter and say, yes, everything's fine, everything's fine. At least you hope it's an eyelash as you nervously prod it with your spoon, because, I mean, it could not be. It could be worse. And that's the thing, is that some people will actually not complain about anything. They're so nice, they're so kind of like, you know, engineered to be good little human beings, that some people find it very difficult to be obstinate. And I guess I certainly don't, because I think, you know, I mean, if you watch my videos for this fantastic game, you will see that I praise it to the nth degree. I do a video almost every day of it. I mean, that shows you how much I love it. But I also feel that I have the right to say if things are a bit rubbish. And I think a lot of things have been quite rubbish for quite some time now. I let them go in 1.7 when it came out because I thought, well, it's only here for a month. And now it's going to be potentially 5 to 6 months that we've lived with crappy, cheap tanking bollocks. We've got ambush is now tank bush, as Bam said. It's tank bush now. Seriously, don't bother running ambush. It's just pointless now. You've got redline railgun snipers who deny everybody a game now if you want to use a vehicle. They just sit in their 70k C kit in the redline with damage mods on and shoot anybody. And let's face it, it's AFKing to a new degree. You've got a whole group of people who have figured out that if they use mouse and keyboard and they strafe left and right as fast as they can using things like the combat rifle and the assault rifle, they will kill anybody in their path. This is total shit. This game has got problems. And maybe it's at this kind of higher level of the matchmaking tier, I don't know. But I suspect it's probably not. I think the reality is that there have been issues with this game for some time. Not big issues. Let me reiterate this. 90% of this game is fantastic and enjoyable. It's just the 10% that kind of muck it up. What my frustration here is that it's just going to be taking too long to get this fixed, to the point where I think the frustration of it is just becoming tangible, you know. And what I find surprising is how so many people just refuse to even acknowledge or even, you know, dare tempt CCP's, you know, wrath by saying, do you know what, the game's a bit shit at the moment and this is why. And I think no matter how many times you kind of frame it like that, most of the people who are just absolutely backslapping and loving and liking everything CCP do now are usually CPM candidates who are looking to get elected. I understand the game, bros. I understand if you want that little office, that badge of office, you've got to play the game, you've got to suck up to CCP. But I honestly think sometimes it's just not worth your credibility to kind of suck up to what is effectively quite a good game, but broken in many ways. So there we go. I don't know. We'll see how it develops. I think as it stands, I'm still loving the game. Still going to do videos for it. Don't think it's going anywhere. But I think don't be afraid to voice your opinion. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.